president. But in an apparent move to ward off further criticism and foster reconciliation, a delegation led by the chairman of the Governor's Advisory Council, Prince Tajuddin Olusi, paid a visit to the former military administrator of Ondo State. Chief Bode joins us now to speak on how his acrimony with President-elect Ahmed Tinubu and moves to rally him to support his administration. He would also speak on how to rebuild the PDP post-2023 general elections. Good afternoon, Chief Bode George.
Very good afternoon to you too. How are you doing today?
All right, Chief, it's good to have you here on Newsday today. I would like to start off by getting to hear from you. You made certain proclamations, and as an elder statesman and a and a man of your word and a Christian also, who always seeks to probably live by the words he actually puts out there, it's almost contradictory. Some would say that at one point in time you said, if this happens, this will be your reaction. But it seems that events have overtaken that particular thought, and right now you seem to be going back on your words. Talk to us about this.
Now, let me be very clear, because, you know, in this modern day, you have all kinds of stories will fly around. And I want to thank you for giving me a singular opportunity to put the record straight. Yes, I said it, and I meant what I said, that if peradventure he became the president of this country, I won't live here. I will be watching Nigeria with my long binoculars from afar. I didn't mince my words. But the issue now is, as the complete process being completed, the elections are not over. You know, there are disagreements between the major parties, and the next level is to go to court for adjudication. So nobody can, okay, the Professor Yakubu pronounced Bola as the president and gave him certificate in the middle of the night. But my party and some other political parties are still in court. So it's not over. And when it's over, we will weigh the pluses, the minuses, and come to a conclusion. But like you said during your introduction, Papa Olusi, apart from being the leader of the forum in their party, is like an elder brother to me in Lagos. And traditionally in Yoruba land, if an elder says he wants to come and see you to discuss certain points, you don't throw him away, you don't disrespect him. Because what you do to your elders, you think the younger ones coming behind you will do the same thing to you. Respect to elders is a primus inter pares in our own culture. So when I got the message that he sent a word to me that he would like to see me, I asked my good friend who told me, I said, I hope there is no problem. Why would Papa want to come and see me? Let him tell me to come to his house. I'll go there. But he said it was political. I said, oh, political? Okay, why not? So Papa came here, and he told me, you know, in unclear terms, that look, Bode, I came here for 3 issues. Yes, sir. First one, that time he came alone, and he asked my friend, Dr. Adeniji, to be a witness. So the 3 of us sat in my office and said he came here for 3 issues. The first one is to apologize to you because of what had happened to you, which, you know, was through Bola. The second issue was that he wants us to establish a platform in Lagos where irrespective of your political affiliations, you know, you will be able to discuss matters that will affect Lagos. So 2-3 heads, whether you are in their political party or not in their political party, you are a Lagosian, that will positively impact Lagos will be a major issue. So that was the second item on the discussion. Then the last one was, he said, look, enough is enough. He would advise that I should go and pay my congratulatory visit to Bola Tinubu. Immediately, I said, Papa, you know, let me start from where you stopped. I belong to another political party, and I'm an irredentist PDP man. Not only that, I am a life member of the board of trustee of the party, and the only one representing the Southwest in the national caucus of our party. Our party is in court with this gentleman. How do I explain to the party members? How do I explain to my children? How do I explain to my family members? How do I explain to my friends that I will jump the ship and go? I wasn't brought up that way, and I will not do it. So he said, okay, we will come back again, bring some more people. So on Saturday or Sunday, this last week, Papa came with the retired Justice Olorunlimbe, you know, a 94-year-old man who is also like a big baba to me. And then there were two other former deputy governors from Lagos State. And they came, and he repeated the same issues. On my side, I invited our elders too, Mrs. Onikepo Oshodi, Senator Kofo-Orola Bokno, Akirele Bokno. We invited Dr. Akitoye, Dr. Adeniji, and some others, you know, so that they will be participants at the meeting. So they raised the same three issues. The first one to come and beg me. And I told Papa in unclear terms that there is nothing personal between me and this gentleman. I have nothing personal. All I disagree with are his methodologies of governance, his own ways of managing the resources of the land for the benefit of the people. It's not impacting on the people. I am a thoroughbred Lagosian. I was born and bred and grew up here. There is so much degradation. Go to my local government. First of all, Femi Gbajabiamila had been here. We had discussions. I told him all the things I want them to do in Lagos. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that let Lagos be like the best city in the world. Make life more meaningful. Impact on the minds of the people positively, because the power rests with the people. But if there is nothing rather than that, the method of management, the financial management, completely despicable. So I said to them, I have no qualms, I have no objection, and as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing personal, sir. If whatever he had done to me in the past as a Christian, like you said, vengeance is the Almighty God's. It's not mine. And I've already seen those who are the active players on the ill wind. They have suffered for it already in this life. You know, so for me, the last option, the last request was that we should, whether the court has finished or the court has not finished or the processes are over or not, I should also join the others to go and congratulate Bola Tinubu, like he said, our group. Wike and Sheyi had done. I say I'm not Sheyi and I'm not Wike. I'm much older than them, and that's their opinion. For me, if peradventure, at the end of the analysis, our party is still looking forward to winning at the court. So if I jump ship, how would I look like? Like a swine? Like a traitor? Ah, come on. I was born into a political family in this Lagos. You know, and respect for what is right, what is just, what is fair. That are the ways of my upbringing. Nothing personal. If they say he has won, and I said it, that it is for me to decide whether I will live under the control of this, and he cannot individually control me. I won't break the laws. And what we want is the rule of law. What is democracy? The government of the people, the rule of law. And when you go to every court in this country, you find the lady of means and the lady of justice blindfolded with a sword and a scale. And she dispenses justice based on facts. So let's wait until the outcome of the Supreme Court. For now, I don't agree. We're going to say congratulate him before. I will never. But the judge will never do that, because that will be a sign of being a traitor. Number two, I will also be breaking the electoral process, because it's until the court decides that you will now definitively conclude that elections are over. I hope my explanations are clear. I have nothing against him as a person. He offended me.
That's actually very clear.
Come and gone. I'm still alive.
Well, that's actually very clear. I can see you're very optimistic about what the outcome of the Election Petition Tribunal will be. But based on past events, what are the likely chances that his victory at the polls will be overturned at the tribunal? That's the first part of my question. Then you said you allowed Paul Lucy and his team to visit because traditionally you have to respect your elders. But if you're insisting that you're still going to leave the country, wouldn't that also be, can't it be termed as also being disrespectful to their request traditionally?
No. Don't get it wrong. Let me start from your last question. That is, I am getting close to 80 years. I can decide to do whatever I want. I don't subject my biological father, my biological mother, they have gone. You know, so I am also the head of the judge family here in Lagos. So if I make any decision on my own, I will consult all of them. I can decide to go and live in on the North Pole or South Pole or anywhere I want to live. I'm no longer a kid. You know, I want to live the rest of my life where I will be cushioned. I will be in a civilized environment. Look at the squalor in my state now. We are telling them, establish skill acquisition programs in each local government. All these boys are doing Araisa, disturbing all the traffic people. That is not the Lagos of my own dream. I was born here. I grew up here. In those days, we used to have little stadia where we used to play. The elders who manage us, you know, you learned how to play table tennis. You learned how to play all kinds of games. So what is happening now? We lost it. And there is a state of helplessness and a state of hopelessness. Establish it. You know, what is Alpha Beta Company? Send them money to establish programs for these young minds. Otherwise, what are you projecting for the future? That's why I said, look, we'll be talking and talking. If they don't want to listen, I don't want to be part of that. I'm not running away because he's president. I want to go to anywhere where I will have the peace of my mind until God calls my flight. You know, Psalm 90 verse 10 in the Holy Book says 70. God guaranteed those years for you. And if you are strong enough, he will make you up to 80. So, what am I still doing? But to keep thanking the Almighty God and serve him and do things that will place me before him on the resurrection morning. The issue of the elders, I'm not disrespecting the elders by saying I will still not accept or go there to greet him, congratulate him. I've looked at it. How would I look like? I told you, I am a live member of the board of trustees of my political party. Number one. Number two, I am the one representing the Southwest in the national caucus of my party. My party is still in court. We could win. I'm not a lawyer. You're asking me, you know, they tell us we are not learned. I'm not a lawyer. But we will follow the logic. Like they did in Osun. We listen to the judgment. And so we will listen to the judgment by the Supreme Court eventually. And that's why we are saying, please don't rush into any inauguration. Let it be a carnival. Right now, the whole atmosphere is like a graveyard silence. There's no jubilation anywhere. We are under tension. And now we are going to borrow another $800 million to do what? To share it at the tail end of this administration. I want to appeal to Mr. President. Please stop it. Because you promised us that you will leave a very positive legacy. And that is the electoral process. That it will be second to none in the world. Look at the charade. I am a computer-trained engineer. And I want to give an example. You know, on board the ship, you have a missile fired at your ship. The missile is flying towards you. All right? Now, you have your early warning radar. You have the systems, the weapons radar. So, the computer will compute and calculate the speed of that missile, the time of flight that it can reach and hit you. You know what we do? You will now say on that D, day and H hour, there was a glitch in the computer. What are you talking about? You know what that means? All of you will die. So there is no system designed that is not robust enough. If there is a glitch, it will immediately reroute to find a solution. So this story by the professor has no depth at all. No depth at all. But we wait for the judges, we will listen to their story, and any decision at the Supreme Court becomes a supra. I'm not a lawyer, but I know they will now refer to those comments and judgments and all that for future purposes. Their children will read the judgment and clarify whether they were just or they were fair and they were equitable. If not, they will never be on the good pages of our history. That's all.
All right.
So, what do you make of these issues? Obi has come to affirm his word, saying that he knows he will be president currently. Maybe he's saying that if this petition tribunal does not give him this, in quote, the mandate, in the next election in 2027, it may happen. Now, what do you make of Bashir's statement that his son dreaming sweet dreams and the rest of the matter, and Obi's statement today? I'm taking you first, Franklin Harry.
It's quite a funny one for me. It's quite funny for me because it's coming from the aides of Buhari, who happens to be, if I must use that word, the leader of APC as it stands. A member of that same political party openly told Nigerians and told Mr. President sitting himself that he must be Nigerian president. He must be the president, that it is his turn. And today, he has been declared president-elect. And a member of that same political party, hearing Obi now saying that he will be Nigerian president, if not now, later, is mocking at the Labour Party presidential, should I call him aspirant now? Or flag bearer? Let me use that word, according to him, flag bearer. For me, he should be hiding his face in shame, because one member of his political party has made that statement and is coming to bear. So who says that any person cannot make that statement and actualize it? As a matter of fact, let us also wave the fact that Obi has severally taken back victories in court, and he's confident in the judicial system. He's confident that the court will surely do justice. It doesn't matter whether it will be in his favor or not, but he's confident that justice will be done. So we can't tell from here, from this distance, that he does not know what he's saying. We can't tell from here that he cannot claim victory in court. We can't tell also from here whether or not he can indeed get victory in court. But what we do not know is the backings on his statement. What backs his statement? What gave him the courage? Just as most of us asked, what gave Tinubu the courage to say? He made the statement even before the primaries that he must be Nigerian, that it is his turn. Against all odds, he won the primaries of the APC, and today he's declared president-elect. So let us watch to see what becomes of his statement in next possible time, as against throwing a mockery at him. He should first explain who daddy's boy